Dan, first of all, let's talk a little bit about the operation. It's been suspended now. Do you have any more details about that and how long it may be suspended for?
We don't say no. This is the first, we really heard of it this morning, that they've suspended it simply again because they felt that the Costa Concordia was shifting again. It's not the first time that they've done this. They've suspended operations previously and then resumed after a few hours. I mean, right now, there are still a number of support vessels around. They've also brought in this enormous crane in the last few hours, which I think is being brought in by the Dutch salvage company that's been charged with trying to figure out how to refloat the Costa Concordia. Of course, before they do that, they need to ensure that they have searched every inch of the ship to check for the missing people. But there are a lot more resources coming in here with each passing day in terms of tugs, cranes. There's been lots of helicopters flying around. And we've been watching, you know, divers going on and off over the past few days. So it is a massive operation in which, you know, the people who are involved with it are working, you know, pretty much 24 hours a day.
Well, let's talk a little bit about exactly what they're going through and the kind of stress that the divers are experiencing with this.
Absolutely. I mean, you mentioned that one of the rescuers was taken off suffering from stress. I mean, it's not surprising because we were told earlier in the week they've been working 4 hours on, 4 hours off. And this has been going on for, what, 5 days now. They must be exhausted all through the night. I mean, we've been here until the early hours as well, watching the ships and the helicopters still circling, and they're out there again this morning. They must be exhausted now. And also there's the added dimension that, you know, a lot of the people involved are from this area. They know people on board the ship. The ship was well known to this island. So, you know, it's not a kind of impersonal rescue mission. This is deeply personal for some of the people involved. They feel like they're looking for their friends and colleagues as well.
And Dan, what about the former passengers of the vessel? Where are they now, and are they even still in Italy, or is the cruise ship company dealing with them still?
Well, I don't think many, or possibly any, are on the actual island, but a lot of them were taken off to the mainland, to Rome and so on, in the hours after the disaster. But what's interesting now is we're beginning to get relatives of those who are still missing coming here. I just spoke to one young man, Kevin Rebello, whose brother Russell was a waiter on board. He's come here, you know, just desperate to try and find out what's happened. His brother was last seen on the stern of the ship helping people into life rafts, and that's the last that was known of him. You know, and he's sort of basically saying he's kind of lacking any other information, so he's decided to come here and see what else he can do. But really heartrending when you talk to people like that, you know, they're coming here looking at that wreck, wondering where on earth their relatives are.